live TV, live video, a live stream. If you're like most people, that is the most terrifying thing of all. You may be people go, I can make a YouTube video, or I can make a pre-recorded video for my team or marketing from my website, but live, oh no, that's not for me. That's too hard. I'd be scared. Look, time out. I'm going to suggest to you that maybe you've got it backwards. You've got it all wrong. Once you understand the fundamentals of appearing on camera, coming across relaxed, confident, and once you understand the basics of being interviewed, if you're going in front of a TV journalist, for example, or a top podcaster, you'll realize that going live is the easiest way of doing things. It's the best way of doing it. In fact, a lot of politicians, if they're under siege, if they're being attacked, they're part of a scandal, and major journalists want to interview them, they'll put as a requirement that I'll only do the interview if it's live. Why do they do that? Because they know that if it's live, part of their message has to get out. They will be able to get their message across. If it's an edited interview, meaning it's not live, then they could be edited in such a way that only the bad parts get out, only the negative, only the defensive ideas get out, and the positive messages they want didn't get into the final story. So if you're ever given an opportunity by a reporter or TV journalist or video journalist or podcasters to go live, I'm begging you, take it. I understand. Get that adrenaline and your stomach is maybe having all these butterflies going. You'll get over it. The way to get over it is rehearsing in advance on video. What's making you so nervous is this idea that I don't really know how I'm coming across. Well, if you haven't rehearsed on video, you really don't know how you're coming across. So it's completely rational to be nervous about it. But the solution is not to practice in front of the real journalist or the real audience. The solution is to practice in advance when nobody can see it. Practice at home, practice at your office, practice on your cell phone, practice on your webcam. Look at it again and again until you're confident you look your best and sound your best. But DJ, what if I freeze? You know, you might freeze for a second or two. That's okay. Just pause. People do that in real life, in real conversations all the time. Give yourself a second to think and then react. Here's what I love about doing live TV, live streaming, live on social media, is that it's just more enjoyable. It's more fun because you're not having to do the same take over and over again. You're actually talking to people. And most of all, what I love about going live, you eliminate the vast majority of competition. Most people are afraid to do live interviews. Most people are afraid to broadcast live on social media. Oh, I might make a mistake. So when you go live, you're no longer competing with most of the world. You're competing with a small subsection. It's easier to win when your competitors take themselves out of the running. The other beauty of live is it allows you to connect with people. When you're live, you can take questions right away. People can join you on screen. People can type in questions, text questions, and you can respond to them right away. So don't make the mistake of saying, oh, that's so much harder. It's actually easier doing live. The other advantage of doing live is after you've done it, you're going to get a sense of confidence. You're going to go, wow, I just did live TV. I just did a live stream. I just did Facebook Live or YouTube Live or TikTok Live. And I had people talk to me, engaging in me. It went well. It's going to make you more confident the next time you have an opportunity to do any kind of media appearance, whether it's being a guest on a podcast, whether it's someone talking to you over the phone for an edited newspaper story. You're going to have more confidence because you know you can perform live. What is live anyway? It's just talking. You know, if you get an itch or something, scratch your face. No one cares. What's important is that you seem comfortable, relaxed, confident, that you have interesting ideas, and that you convey those ideas in interesting, memorable ways, ideally with stories, examples. Don't let it tense you up. Now, I've had clients say, teacher, I'm so nervous, I'm going to take a beta blocker, a drug to minimize nerve. They took the beta blocker, went on live TV, and what do you know? They weren't scared. They weren't nervous. Sounds like a good idea, right? Well, here's the problem. They felt better inside, but on camera, they looked like this, and they sounded like this, and they froze like this. No, I beg you, don't take beta blockers before doing a live TV show or a live stream. It's going to mess up how you come across. It's not just that you want to be comfortable, confident, and relaxed. You want to look and sound comfortable, confident, and relaxed for your audience. You need both of those things, because ultimately, if you know you're coming across as comfortable, confident, and relaxed to your audience, it's going to be hard to be nervous. It's going to be hard to be uncomfortable, because so much of what makes us uncomfortable is this fear of, I look scared. This is scary. Let me run away. You don't want that sensation going on in your brain. That's why it is important to do this going in with confidence and not messing yourself up with some kind of drug or beta blocker. The other thing I see people try to do, hey, I'll cheat. I'll get a teleprompter. And that way, if I forget what to say, I will read the teleprompter on this live broadcast, just like the president of my country. Time out. Look, I got a teleprompter over here. I use them from time to time. I have courses on how to use a teleprompter effectively, but for most people, most of the time, if you're doing something live, I do not recommend using a teleprompter, because chances are it's going to make you appear to be frozen stiff, monotone, because without a lot of practice, this is how most people sound and look when they are looking at a teleprompter. It's actually hard to do without sufficient practice. The other thing is, if it's live, all of a sudden the screen goes blank. Now you're terrorized on live TV or a live stream or live social media feed. You don't want that. Far better to work from a simple paper outline, because if you're live, energy could go out. A cell phone, if you're using a cell phone teleprompter, could automatically go into a new download or update, and it doesn't work. You could lose power. A simple sheet of paper with an outline of notes will never ask you for electricity. And that way you can glance down with confidence, knowing I've got a roadmap of what I want to talk about in this live broadcast. I'm urging you, even if no one invites you, even if 60 Minutes or the BBC is not inviting you on to do a live primetime interview tonight, do something in the next 24 hours where you're live. You can do live on almost any social media platform. If nobody shows up or watches, what have you lost? Absolutely nothing. Say something interesting and valuable to people, and then you could save that video and post it on the same platform for an on-demand video. The other thing I love about live, it saves time. If you know people are going to see this and it has to be more or less the finished product, just give it your best. And when it's done, and you don't have to edit, slice, and dice for the next 6 weeks. You've got a finished idea from you to other people that they can experience live and later. So please say yes to your next opportunity to speak live in front of a video camera.